Title of today's video, guys, is Bitcoin's bottoming, something like that it's gonna say. And risk management with regards to your portfolio, you know, on when is a potentially a good time to get into a project, you know, if the bottom's in on a particular project, and how you go about deciding whether to dip your toes in that project, DCAing in, going all in. I'll try and cover as much as I can of that. But first of all, legendary Peter Brandt, yeah, awesome trader, knows his stuff. Anyone that don't know him, I suggest searching him. He potentially thinks the bottom's in, but this doesn't mean to say that Bitcoin can't still dump. My personal opinion with Bitcoin at the moment is I could see us wicking down to probably a low of 11,000 to 15,000, around that sort of mark. I do believe our strong support is at the $20,000 level. So yes, we could wick down, meaning that it could go down to 15,000 for a few days and then bounce back up to 20k, and then support is at 20k, and then so on and so forth. So as you can see here, we've got what's called a rising wedge, which is higher highs, lower lows. Research that, guys. I'm not going to go into that too much to keep the video short. But basically what it means is gradually getting higher highs, as you can see here. And then as Bitcoin, the sell-off, they're becoming higher and higher in terms of like the lower lows. Yeah, so I think I've got that the right way round. But basically, a wedge gradually goes into what we call an arrow. Yeah, so this consolidates in, and then we either break out on the top side of it, or we break down below. Yeah, now just interesting fact, because I'm going to use Axion as again, as you can see, we've created a wedge format here, very slightly going into arrow shape, so to speak, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So yeah, my personal opinion with Bitcoin is between 11 and 15k, wick down to 20k is support level. Shiba Inu, quick bit of Shiba Inu. Yeah, now I hold some Shiba Inu. I don't really do many videos on it because there's plenty of YouTubers out there doing that. Same as Hex. I'm in Hex. You know, I invested at 1 cent. Took profit when it was at about 35 cents, something like that. Still hold Hex. But you got some fantastic YouTubers out there that cover Hex. You know, so. There's not many of us YouTubers covering Axion. There's no referrals with Axion and stuff like that at the moment, but I strongly believe we're in a very good position at the moment, which I'll go through in a minute. So yeah, Shiba Inu, there was a burn, if we go down, of about 105 million. I've put in 120 million at the top. It's exciting news that there is a burn ratio going on, but don't run away with the idea that 105 million is a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the amount of volume that's gone through Shiba Inu, look, 120 million is only $1,500. Now, I don't mean to burst a bubble on it. I think Shiba Inu in the next bull run is going to do very well. Yeah, very well. We're going to knock off a few zeros at least. Yeah, but it's already at a 7.8 billion market cap. Yeah, so this supply really does drastically need to be reduced. Yeah, it's a start in the right direction, but I just thought I'd say my little 2 cents on that one. So yeah, love Shiba Inu personally, and yeah, can't wait for Pulse chain to come out, Pulse X, sacrifice like many of you guys out there. Yeah, and then that is basically that on that. So let's click off of these ones. Right, so with Axion at the moment, we're starting to see a few little green candles on the 4-hour chart. I have it on Heineken, because that's my favourite beer. Now getting over to the wedge part of Axion. Now you can do this yourself, guys. I've just quickly done this on Dex Tools. And I use TradingView quite a bit, and I do day trading. Yeah, I do trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, and sometimes arbitraging and stuff like that. But just to keep this in simple format for you guys out there that want to know, is this the right time to buy into a project? I'm using Axion as an example because this is one of my favourite ones I'm in, and anyone that does know me, I've done a live stream yesterday morning with Axion token. Yeah, so go over and watch Superman's show. There's me there, you know, fat face, and I got my Axion t-shirt on. Andy from Wales was in there. I highly suggest going and listening to this one because I want to keep my video short today. and it gave away a few little hints of things that are to come. You know, look at the tweets, a tractor. So maybe farming's coming of some sort. The summer stakes are extended. Yeah, now that means you can use your liquid Axion, any Axion that you've got in your wallet now, to with a chance to win the laptop, the iPad, or the TV set monitor. We're getting back to the actual trading part of it. So yet again, and I'm only going back for a few months here, guys. Yeah, I mean, I could go right the way back from when we went on Polygon and it pumped, and then it's come all the way down. But sometimes you've just got to go back a few months, and then you've got to look at what's in the pipeline in a project. If there was no news, if the admins and the team and the devs, and there's no talk going on, then the community's not doing anything, then you sort of more or less give up with that particular project. You know, I've gave up on quite a few projects in the past where literally it's dead. Yeah, Axion is far from that. Yeah, it really is, and this is why I'm super bullish on Axion. Yeah, now I must emphasize this: it could take a couple of years, yeah, to get to 1 cent. It could do, yeah, but getting at these prices, you're more or less getting in at the bottom. Now, if you look at this, hopefully you can see this on the screen. All I've done here is put up, set up a long stop loss, what you would normally do when you're trading. I've just put this up as a percentage wise for you guys. So at the current price, let's go back. So Axion is at 1254. It shows here. Now I put it at 162, I think, on here. 1254. Right, so now I've got it roughly right. So buying in at this price point at the moment, and then up to the next, what I call level we've got to break past. Now, where you get the levels in trading is when you see some pumps, and then they wick back down, and they're called attempts. Yeah. Normally, after a third attempt, you normally see either a pump, or if on the third attempt it cannot be broken, then you normally see a sell-off. Yeah. This I don't know why, but I think this is more to do with the whales. This is their sentiment, how they work. Yeah. But I followed this strategy through trading, and no word of a lie. I think if you go back to one of the first videos I've done something like 33 trades and lost 1 trade. Yeah, using just this method without anything else. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to get at the moment, getting in Axion at the moment, if you're not already in, you know, and yet again, you can do this with any project. The actual bottom, so where we wick down to, is down here. Yeah. Now I always go to, like, yet again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that is why I've basically put the red down to these wicks, because this is where we've bounced back off. Yeah. So that is roughly 24%. So in other words, if you bought in now and it dumped all the way back down to where it's bounced back off of 3 times, which is completely what we would call the bottom, then that's only a 24% loss. Now, bearing in mind, it bounces back up. Obviously, if you sold at that point, yes, it's a 24% loss. You hold on to it, you wait for it to bounce back up. You don't listen to fudders out there, you know, panic stations. You check the news, you check the admins are still there, you check the core team are still doing stuff. That's what you do with any project. Yeah. My dog's rolling around on the floor there. My God. Wobbles, shush. So, the point I'm getting at is you're buying into Axion now, for instance. Let's say you put $1,000 in there. This is set up as $1,000. So let me just make sure profit and loss. So left click on that. Yeah. So the amount, the size, yeah, risk ratio 25%. So you can set all this up. So that's one main thing I wanted to make sure. So just at this current price here, Axion has only got to go up 30% for your $1,000 to then be worth $1,300. Yeah. Now, obviously, you know, the idea of Axion is a staking platform. I've got probably 70% staked, and they're ladder staked, all from 15 years down to about 4 months now, something like that. Yeah, and I've gradually added stakes over time. So probably maybe 60 stakes, something like that. Yeah, and all different prices. You know, some of them just like 1 million Axion. It all depends, you know, what money I put in and this, that, and the other. So but I always hold some liquid Axion to do a bit of trading with. Not a lot, because I don't want to hurt the price. Yeah. And obviously at the moment it's a 10% tax, and I'm getting put off. The dog's flapping around in the background, but anyway, that's another story. So my opinion is, and I always say this, whatever project you're in, if there's a staking element to it, yeah, stake some, because you're getting rewards, but also have a tiny bit of liquid, yeah, so that you can regain some of your profits. Yeah, so that is just at this level here, 30%. Now, catalysts, meaning news coming out that can pump the price of a particular project. Axion at the moment, as I said, if you go and listen to this one, Andy gives away a few little hints. Yeah, one that I can say that the official announcement is tomorrow is Matic News, which is part of Matic, as you guys know. We're going to be partnering up with them. Yeah, so that's going to bring in new investors, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Now look at the beauty of this. Now, on that last pump that we had, we can drag that up just to here, but now we want to go further than that, because I remember us being at 0001 for a long time. I'm not going to go like this, because it just takes too bloody long. But most of you guys that have been in Axion, you remember 0001, so you have to bear with me. I've got my glasses on and I can't even see it. There's a way to go there. I mean, we could go up to this big pump here. Well, no, we don't want to do that. That's too high. Yet again, I'm a realist. You know, I don't want to go all the way up there and give you like euphoria. You know, but let's go to, say, these lines here, like one there, and that one there. So if we go, let's just go to there. That's 263%. So your $1,000 is now 3,006. Now, I want to find that 0001. Is it really up here then? Right, I've got to squash this right then. Ah, that's why, yeah, it's got loads of them little silly little bits. Right, so 0001, still up here. Bearing in mind, we're being 0007, I believe. We peaked out at 0007. Let's just go to 0001. Yeah, and we have been here a lot. Your $1,000 becomes 8,200 in you know, in terms of money. Yeah, so it's 700% increase from where it is now. Axion in a couple of days in October last year pumped 400-500% over a matter of a week. Yeah, on good news. Yeah, Axion has that ability. It just does it. Yeah, all of a sudden people think, oh, it's just quiet, you know, and then all of a sudden they come out with, and they're forever, you know, innovating. Yeah, so there's always something going on, and then, you know, like this Matic News. The Matic News is going to pump it a little bit, you know, but I'm a realist. I don't think it's going to do us 500, 600, 700%. Yeah, but what else we've got in the pipeline, hinting across the board of, I'm going to say it, farming sort of type thing. Yeah. I must clarify this. I don't know if it is. It's just hints that have been dropped. And with everything else what was talked about in the town hall, it's got to read between the lines. Yeah. So getting back to the risk management part of it is, to me, and let's just go to here, not even 0001. Yeah. Let's just go to like about 5x from where it is. That red line is your risk. Yeah. And potentially this green line is your reward, right? And that is just going to here. That's not going all the way back up to where we've been in the past many a times. Now, bearing in mind, guys, I've got this on the 12-hour candle, so each one of these candles represents 1 day. Yeah, or half a day. Sorry, 1 day. Come on, get your maths right. So I'm hoping that this sort of gives you an idea. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. You've got to do your own research. But the potential where Axion could go from here, in my opinion, is we could draw, like, we could put this as like this way. You could draw these however you want. We could just go from the top there to there, and now you can see that it is a rising wedge, is it? I think, you know, even me, I've missed up on me things, right? So, but at the moment now, we've got to bounce off of this. Let's draw that in. let's do a little join. Right. So I hate it when it does this, it keeps bringing up that, because the idea is to show you. Right, so we can, right, we could end up going like that and then up, yeah, or we can go across and then we could go down. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense here. We're consolidating, yeah, but with the first one that I've done, which is the rising wedge, yeah, you can see with a catalyst, you know, like news coming out and other stuff that's being added to it, I'm pretty confident personally, unless we get some silly whales out there that just want to sell. Now, and kudos to Big Bear Crypto, one of our friendly whales. Anyone that knows Big Bear, yeah, absolutely fantastic guy. You know, everyone just listened to him the other day, yeah. And apologies to anyone that was in the tunnel. Well, I had a few beers, and it was just my frustration that you know, we're all in crypto together, and we need the likes of Big Bear, that what I call, everyone, he's a good influencer, yeah, whether he thinks he is or not, you know, he really is. And then with regards to like what's, you know, Superman and me, you know, on a Saturday, we're trying our best, you know. At the end of the day, we're investors like yous, so it'd be nice to obviously get comments down below, and you know, obviously hit that like button, and if you ain't subscribed, subscribe. I think I'll leave it at that for now. So don't forget, check out Axion tokens thingy. All links will be in the description. And as always, be lucky in crypto. Peace out.